Aziba once had a place she was happy to call home. Now this is where she lives. She and her 40 relatives left in a hurry, fleeing regime attacks.
We left Kasabiya and went to Kafar Karmin and stayed there in a valley. We stayed for 5 days, and then the jets came and attacked us with rockets. We left in the night and left many of our things behind.
This is all she and her family have managed to salvage. Aziba insists they are in desperate need of help.
We need tents and food and everything else you can think of. We aren't able to cope. We don't have any money. What you see is all that's left.
Everywhere you look, people are pitching tents in any place they can find, where they say is safer than the places they left, as the Russian-backed Assad regime bombardment continues. Families like the one behind me are going to be here for the time being, as long as they can't reach home. Asriya is Aziba's niece. While she's also made it this far, other members of her family didn't escape the regime's onslaught.
Look at the sad conditions we are living in. Everything is so bad. All my kids are in different places. Yesterday, my nephew was killed in an airstrike, and the other has a broken arm and is in the hospital.
Due to the bitter cold, ongoing violence and difficult living conditions, children like Azam are extremely vulnerable. Several have even frozen to death.
I left from around Jarjanaz. I have been sick since we left. It's cold at night and I sleep on this sponge mattress. And only I have this blanket. My family is here, but my dad is missing.
As regime bombardment targets places further north, tens of thousands of families are stranded and exhausted. Not sure when, if ever, they'll be able to go home. Obeidehito, TRT World, Northwest Aleppo, Syria.